there guys, and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle with yours truly, the Skyrander. Today I got a game against a guy named HyperionEX, who is a long friend-listed friend of mine from Pokemon, who I have battled a few times before, but since he was using OU teams and stuff like that, I've decided to never really used those recordings. But this time, this battle was actually really interesting, even though it was using a Blaziken. So I decided to go with it anyway, and it turned out to be a pretty interesting match. And very, very even, really. So, yeah, anyway, let's see here. I will start with my heal list as usual. I'm actually working on a new team, so stay tuned on that. Working on it right now, really. So anyway, props for using Drapion. I will go for a safe Volt switch here, only to actually scout out what he's going to use. Let's see. I thought I have a good position on my camera, obviously I didn't. So right, I go into my Manibus. And he's going for Dragon Tail, so now I know kind of what his set is, so I know I have to stay in. Even though that Dragon Tail barely do anything, it's worth taking Noden. So he can't sweep me or just toy with me. So I go for a safe Moonblast here. He's staying in. My Floor Jess is actually really strong in special attack. So that's probably why I'm taking it out too. And now he's using a Meloetta. I never seen one of those before. But I was a little disappointed because you don't use it as a special attacker. The thing is, when you don't use it as a special attacker, like with Boom Burst and other Relic Song, the thing is that it gets such a weak status, plus now it's I think normal fighting, and that makes it vulnerable to fairy moves, obviously. So anyway, he will go for a U-turn here to do some ship damage, and and obviously better go in a better position than he is right now. I don't remember who we switched into. Let's see. Oh yeah, Aegislash. So obviously my Moonblast won't do much here, so I need to switch out. And I'm going to switch out to my Steelix, because Steelix is a good wall against Aegislash, if they aren't as some actually use, which is the special set, which would have mean that switch would have been very dumb. But oh yeah, anyway, let's go for King Shield here. I go for safe Stealth Rocks. I don't do that because I know it's I don't really need the rocks, but I also know that it's good to have some ship damage while he's switching out, consider that his Meloetta had U-turn. Just go for Night Slash, that won't do much, even though it has a 1 Sword Stance back off. So I'll Dragon Tail that one out. Could have used Earthquake really, that would have probably taken it out. Yeah, as usual. So Meloetta comes in. I believe I won't risk it, so I'm going to switch out here. I'm kind of fearing that he could have used a combined set or a special physical set in worst case scenario, which is showing up that he don't do that, but I get at least a good switch into my Clefable. My Clefable has max HP, max defense, and it's the Calm Mind set. So now let's go for his Blaziken. I have learned something since the last time I met the Blaziken, and that is one thing. You have to attack it, don't let it set up on you. So for that reason for that reason alone, I'm going to go for the Moonblast directly here. And I get the Power Up Punch, it actually isn't a bad moveset. And that Moonblast does, I think, what is that? I think 3/3 or 3/4, I mean, whatever. 70% around that. But anyway, that Flare Blitz shouldn't have taken him out really. That was a critical hit, and that I don't say it would matter, but definitely it's annoying. He's going down by 2, so I don't mind too much. I went for actually a Moonlight here just to scout out the damage, so it's bothering me a little. So now I go to my Halo Disc here. And he's doing a mistake that most people do. He's going to scout me for now, just to see what attack I want to go with. I'm going first with Dark Pulse here, just to show that I have a weakness move so he can't set up. So now he's going for a Shadow Sneak. He's not the first person who does this. Totally forgetting that this is a normal electric Pokemon. I'm going for a Volt Switch, knowing that he probably will do that. If he don't, then I get a safe switch into Steelix instead. And that paid off great. Like I said, it's not the first time somebody does that to me. It happens a lot. So I go into my Poliwrath, knowing that it has a Gardevoir left, and I have Poison Punch. But it went for Meletta first. I should say this, so I had it said. My Poliwrath is a Assault Vest set with max special defense and a little speed investment plus attack. So it works actually kind of well, because people tend to attack in specially instead of physically, which means that I'm actually in a good position for every attack that they do. So I go for a safe Poison Jab, being faster than Gardevoir, and that almost takes it out. And he's going for a Magical Leaf instead of a Moonblast. And you see how little that damage does. Of course, that is unstabbed. A Moonblast would have done around half, if not even a little more maybe. So I went for a safe Waterfall, just in case that he decided to switch in something else. So yeah, and that is his last poke, and my Brick will one-shot that without a doubt. And that is the GG HyperionEX. So yeah, as you guys saw, I haven't changed up my team that much since my last game. I only used Poliwrath and Clefable, and switching Manibus instead of my Swoobat. I decided to do this because Swoobat didn't work, never worked, I never used him. And in this game I didn't actually use Manibus at all. Florges was just to show off, and obviously Clefable did get very little screen time. Clefable is a really great Pokemon, and I get what it is in OU. And that's actually the reason why I have decided to reevaluate my team. I can't use OU Pokemon too much, or I can obviously, but I want to have this RU never use team. I want to have that standard, and I can't do that if I have an OU in my team. And that goes for Manibus too, obviously. So yeah, anyway guys, HyperionEX, I forgot your YouTube account. So if you see this video, please send a PM to me so I can link you in the description. And to everybody else, you know the usual, subscribe, like the channel. I really appreciate all the feedback I get. And yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice day, guys. I don't going to re-record that. Bye.